Minus 96 degrees Fahrenheit, the coldest inhabited place on Earth, where your breath freezes before it leaves your lungs. In this frozen wasteland, a small Yakut village clings to survival. And in the smallest house at the edge lives a 78-year-old widow named Vera and her 12-year-old grandson, Dmitri, alone. 3 days ago, their firewood ran out. In 3 more hours, the cold will kill them both. But Babushka Vera has survived 60 Yakut winters. She knows exactly what must be done. She will take her grandson 5 kilometers into the taiga to where the dead standing trees wait, or they will both freeze in this house. She speaks to her grandson in Yakut. Her voice is firm. He understands immediately. The boy has never been deep into the taiga in winter, but he would follow his babushka into hell itself. Babushka gathers what they need: rope, a child's sled, and her husband's axe. The axe was her husband's, dead 2 winters now. She hasn't touched it since the day they buried him. Today, this axe will save her grandson. She knows it. She can feel it. Dmitri watches his frail grandmother transform. Before his eyes, she becomes something else, a survivor. Vera opens the door, and hell greets them. Minus 96 degrees. Wind gusts at 60 miles per hour. 5 kilometers of taiga forest ahead. The small sled must carry their survival, wood for fire, or they die in the storm. They begin walking into the white, into the taiga. 5 kilometers might as well be 500. Dmitri can barely see 5 feet ahead. The wind screams. His grandmother is his only anchor. Babushka Vera walks steady. She has walked this path 100 times, but never in conditions like this. After 30 minutes, they stop. Vera checks her grandson. Already, frost forms on his eyelashes. And then, through the white, dark shapes appear. The forest. They've made it to the taiga. The trees offer shelter from the wind, but in the taiga, danger takes many forms. The snow here is untouched, waist deep. Every step is a battle. For Dmitri, the snow is chest deep, but he follows. Always, he follows. Vera scans the trees, looking for the dead ones. Still standing, dry inside, perfect for fire. There, a dead larch. Still standing after who knows how many years, waiting for her. They move toward it, but the snow deepens. Dmitri falls. Vera pulls him out. Her strength, even at 78, is astonishing. It has to be. She checks him. Wet clothing in this cold means death, but he's dry. They can continue. They reach the dead tree. Vera touches it, tests it. Perfect, dry inside. This tree will save their lives. Vera draws her husband's axe. For the first time in 2 years, she will use it again. The first strike rings through the forest, like a bell, like a promise. She chops with the rhythm learned over 60 years. Steady, efficient, unstoppable. Dmitri watches, learning. Someday, he will need to do this alone. The tree creaks. It's ready. Vera steps back and delivers the final blow. It falls, slow, then fast, hitting the snow with a sound like thunder. Vera examines their prize. 15 feet of dry, dead larch. Enough wood for a week, maybe more. She strikes it once. The sound is dry, hollow, perfect. This wood will burn hot and clean. Now comes the hard part, cutting this tree into pieces small enough to carry. And they have miles to walk back. Dmitri tries to help. His small hands grip the axe. Too heavy, too unwieldy, but he tries. Vera gently takes it back. Not yet, little one, not yet, but someday. Vera cuts the tree into sections, each piece carefully measured, nothing wasted. They begin loading the sled. Even dry wood is heavy. The small sled holds less than she hoped. Vera looks up. The sky is darkening. The storm is getting worse. They need to leave. Now, she secures the load, triple checks the ropes. In a whiteout, the sled cannot fail. They begin the journey home, 5 kilometers through deepening snow, with 60 pounds of wood on a child's sled. The snow falls harder now. Visibility drops to 10 feet, then 5. Dmitri cannot see his grandmother, but he feels her coat in his fist. He will not let go. Every few minutes, Vera stops, turns, makes sure he's still there, still alive. The sled catches on something. Buried log, frozen root. Vera pulls harder. Dmitri pushes his small body against the load. Together, they free it. They've been walking for 2 hours. Dmitri's legs are shaking, but they cannot stop. Not yet. Through the white, Vera sees it. The forest edge. Beyond that, open tundra. Almost home. They leave the trees, and the wind hits them like a fist. 2 kilometers of open ground. No shelter. No trees. Just wind, snow, and cold that kills. The wind tries to push them back. Vera leans into it, like leaning into death itself. Stumbles, falls to his knees, cannot get up. Vera feels the weight change on her coat, turns, sees her grandson down. She lifts him, all 30 kilograms. At 78 years old, fear gives her strength. She checks his face, his hands, looking for the white patches, the death marks. Nothing yet. They can continue. Vera speaks to him in Yakut, words of strength, of survival, of home. Just ahead, she makes a decision. She ties him to the sled. He will ride, she will pull, everything. The sled weighs 90 kilograms now, plus rope, plus friction. She is 78 years old. She pulls. The sled doesn't move. She pulls harder. It moves, 1 inch. Then another. She finds a rhythm. Pull, rest, pull, rest. Each step, a victory against death. And then, through the white, a flicker. The village, 1 kilometer away, might as well be 1,000. Vera adjusts the rope, takes a breath, and pulls harder than before. From the sled, Dmitri speaks. 1 word in Yakut, babushka. Just that. It's enough. She pulls. 500 meters, 400, 300. The lights grow brighter. They reach the first house, not theirs, but shelter exists. They will make it. Their house, the smallest one, at the edge, 50 meters. She pulls. She reaches the door, stops, cannot move another step, but she's home. Dmitri climbs from the sled, helps his grandmother stand. The roles have reversed. They stumble inside. The house is as cold as outside, but it's theirs, and they have wood. They unload the wood, every piece precious. Each one carried 5 kilometers through hell. Vera's hands shake, from cold, from exhaustion, but she knows fire. She's built 1,000. She finds the matches. Last box. 7 left. Only needs 1. She strikes it. Once. The match lights. She holds her breath. She touches it to the birch bark. The bark catches, smokes, then burns. She adds wood, small pieces first, building the heat, patient, careful. The fire builds, heat pours from the stove. For the first time in 3 days, warmth exists. Vera sits, stares at the flames. She does not smile. She never smiles, but her eyes show everything. Dmitri holds his hands to the fire. Feeling returns. It hurts. He doesn't care. The frost on the walls melts. Water runs down like tears. The house is crying or celebrating. Grandmother and grandson, sitting in silence. No words needed. They survived. Together. The fire burns. The wood they risked everything for. It burns hot. It burns long. It is enough. Hours pass. Outside, the storm intensifies. -96 becomes -100. But inside, Dmitri sleeps, finally warm, finally safe, dreaming of nothing. Just darkness. Just rest. Vera watches him, her grandson, her reason. She will not sleep. Not yet. Not while the fire needs tending. She adds more wood. Conserving, planning. The wood must last until spring, or until they can make another journey. She picks up the axe, her husband's axe, runs her thumb along the blade, still sharp, still faithful. Outside, the storm that nearly killed them rages on, wind screaming, snow blinding, death walking. She counts the wood, enough for 5 days, maybe 6 if they're careful. Then they'll need more. Finally, she lies down, not to sleep, just to rest, just to feel warmth seep into her 78-year-old bones. In his sleep, Dmitri reaches out, finds his grandmother's hand, holds it, and for just a moment, her face changes. Not quite a smile, but close, close enough. The fire crackles, wood pops, heat radiates. These sounds are life. These sounds are survival. Morning comes. The storm has passed. The temperature has risen, -92, almost warm. Vera wakes first. She always does. Checks the fire, adds wood, begins again. She looks outside. The sun is rising. The storm is gone. But this is Yakutia. Another storm is always coming. This is Yakutia, where survival isn't a challenge, it's the only option. And people like Babushka Vera, they don't just survive, they endure.